Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Trials of Mana. I'm the Mysterious JG. For those of you who were dying to know, yeah, I just went ahead and I was going to record some more in this particular sit-down. I figure this put me in a good mood despite feeling pretty lousy, so might as well keep it going. And, you know, if I get 2 weeks worth of videos recorded in one big sit-down, then I won't need to record again until the next time I'm on a chemo day feeling lousy. So it actually works out. It would work out fairly well.
Come again.
Come again. So, I'd love to get to the point where I can start grinding for these seeds that will allow us the third and not final in this version class change, but the last one we'll see during the main story, because there's a post-story class change that you can do, but it'll be the class that we're using for a great deal of time. In the original game, your second class is kind of the one that takes you through most of the game, because it's fairly late before you are likely to be getting ready for the third class change. But it's matter to stay safe. Thanks to you. Pleased to meet you. Thank you. And as somebody pointed out, it does appear to be Altanian custom that you greet someone by jumping up in the air and going, "Yeep!" Your King statue is quite striking, don't you think? I stared a lot. I prefer to stare at him. There's something about that guy. He's so handsome. Whoa. It would, if she didn't know he was her dad, it might be okay for her to feel that way, right? Pretty sure he's supposed to be her dad. But this is kind of the point in the game where I don't really remember exactly what happens next. I had a fairly clear memory of it up to the point where you come back to... Well, I thought we got the fire spirit from that volcanic island, and we didn't. So I guess I forgot some stuff. But, yeah, he'll be sending us on various quests now, but, like, the sequence of quests are completely lost to me at this point. Blech. But, that sea creature that saved us from the island, I thought we got it as our transport from now on. Not quite yet, but I think we will eventually. So, it's all perv out on hand. It's like, hey, who am I? I'm Rudy Giuliani, looking up the skirt of a famous tennis player. Alright, sorry. Like, literally, I was reading about that today, and I was like, ugh. What up, King?
You have returned safely. That is fortunate. I see you have located four
I can
of
see
the
that with my
elementals.
powerful laser
Light,
eyes.
Earth, wind, and darkness. You have 4 left to find. You are halfway to your goal.
Yeah, I understand how math works, Pops.
The Waterstone is in Altena's territory.
Uh-oh.
Its elemental, Undine, may be found to the south of Frostbite Fields in the Labyrinth of Ice.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know.
However, I have heard that Altena has already activated the Waterstone's energy. Please, take care.
Hopefully they sacrifice
To the south of
Pedro
the Burning Sands
or Jose or...
is a treacherous place known as Fiery Gorge. The Firestone and its keeper, Salamando, can be found there. Southeast of here is the sprawling Dusk Moon Forest, home of the Beastmen. I have heard the Moonstone lies within its borders, but I know nothing more.
Apparently it's indoors. We can tell
Beware
that.
the Beastmen's strength. It would do you well to change your class before you attempt to cross into their land.
Way ahead of you, Pops.
The Woodstone is said to be in the woods of Wanderer. Dryad, the stone's elemental, should be located nearby. However, you cannot reach that forest via a land route.
You must burrow up from below.
South of the woods of Wanderer is Lampbloom Woods. The elfin settlement of Dior and all its secrets lie within. If you ask the elves, they may have some advice for you.
But they probably won't.
You appear to have received help from Vuskov, ruler of the sea.
As I appear, I mean, I can smell him on you.
I assume it is because you were chosen by fairy.
Well, I'm just really cute, so he probably will want to
Here in
impress me.
Valsena, we have a flute that has the power to summon Vuskov. However, because the creature is not fond of humankind, we sealed it away.
Because it keeps coming, destroying our cities.
If Vuskov has accepted you, you can use the flute to summon the creature by playing it on any sandy beach in the world.
Sure.
Vuskov will come to you. Take it with you, with my blessing.
No problem. Okay, so I think now we have some flexibility in what order we do things in. That would be why I couldn't remember the order from here on out. This is when it opens up that you can search for them however you want. Altena has quietly been attempting to control the Mana Stone from somewhere in the underwater territory nearby. You must hurry. Alright, don't worry, we'll take those bitches out.
I'm on the job.
Alright, we're just going to keep getting upskirt shots unless I switch to somebody else. It's just how it's going to work. So... Fairy Flute calls Vuskov. Okay, we got that in our inventory, and we kind of need to keep it there. Hi, bonjour. We already know this. Apparently we want to go... I think it is actually easier to get to a beach from here than it is from Valsena, but I thought it was possible from Valsena, too. Well, maybe not. So, I don't know, guys. Like, if I'd realized this was coming, I might have asked you guys to throw in the comments on which stone you'd like to see first. But, this, you know, you won't have a chance to tell me ahead of time, and we don't have that many folks. I got a few folks watching the series. I enjoy the handful of comments I'm getting. But, yeah, this has not been a big audience participation series, so... I would think from a plot perspective it would be interesting to see the Waterstone, because that would take us back to Altena. But as far as getting the next upgrade, I think it's the forest associated with the Woodstone, but it might be the second of the two. It might be the one that's associated with... like the enemies that drop those, I think we're not going to start seeing that until we're fighting the God Beasts. Like, I think we have to get all of the crystals before those will show up. But there's a chance... There's like a low encounter rate enemy that we can deal with associated with the woods crystal that might help us out. Or the wood spirit. And the whole wood spirit and the elven forests and all that stuff that he mentioned, that's going to be like the secret mystery of Charlotte's backstory. Whereas any additional secret backstory stuff we're going to find out about Angela, if there is any, is going to come from going to Altena. But I really don't think there is. I know, little cactus. Got it. Hint. Oh, I was hoping we could see the camera angle switch up. Because there was this cute little pose of all the characters waving to, which we got, but I don't know, it's cuter from, we can see their faces. Use combo attacks while sailing around in giant turtle. Yeah, but this is also the point too, where I was like, no wasting time, must get lots of, Lampbloom Woods, Snow Hamlet, Alrant. We can land at the Golden Road. We can land at Oblivisle, Moonlight Town, Mintes, Snow Hamlet, Amrant. So this would take us towards the wood stuff, but it's not gold starred. So I'm thinking we can't get to Moonlight Town Mintas, that would be starting towards the path to get towards the Moonstone, but it also does not have a gold star. So I think the game is trying to tell us we have to get either water or fire next. And going somewhere else is not actually going to help. And to that end, I'd be more interested in the Waterstone, because that will take us back to Altena. So we can book it towards Altena. You can see here's the scary endgame zone that you only get to with one of the 3 parties. But that would be the castle where Angela starts her story right there, as a matter of fact. So let's go whoop up on my mother. This would make sense. True Queen, Angela's mother and the absolute ruler of Altena, kingdom of magicians. She uses the magical mana abilities she was granted to keep the snows away from her kingdom. And it would make some sense that Duran and Angela would want to come here as soon as they could to try to find and whoop up on the Crimson Wizard, because neither of them seem to be big fans of his. Snow Hamlet Alrond. It's a little earlier than I expected. We're back here.
I think it's gotten even colder since I left. We should find the Mana Stone before someone finds me.
And this is a moment where I wish we could play someone else in town, because I wouldn't mind seeing what she has to say while visiting this town.
Welcome. Lots of wares to browse.
We just keep getting these incrementally, just
Good quality.
barely better armors.
I love shopping.
Oh, good choice.
Good work.
Come again.
Princess,
Welcome.
what's her name? There.
Lots of wares to browse. Come again.
So the price keeps going up. I better stock up now. Shops have been doing business for a long time in this climate. We won't be beaten by a cold snap. See, we've heard these before, so some of these people have not changed their tune. I made us easy to keep around warm with the powers like Altena proper, but now it's as cold as the rest of the kingdom. Did she forsake us? Yep. She doesn't like you anymore. Go west of Frostbite Fields to get to a frozen cave called Labyrinth of Ice. The true queen got her powers in the Waterstone hidden there. So I was trying to joke around earlier in the video. I forgot the name. It was Jose, but then Victor. Was it Victor? Who was the name of the guy that was kind of bossing her around? It must be cold. That's all you're wearing. Shut up. Ugh, it's freezing here. Make you wish for a nice fire, huh? Well, you have a nice fire right there. It's my home you're talking about, sort of. It's like the beat-up peasant section of my home, but still. So cold. How can you expect a beauty like me to stay here? Can't we go? The weather gets harsher every day. It didn't used to be so cold here. This here is Alrand, the snow hamlet.
Welcome. Lots of wares to browse.
The bastard sword.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Looks good.
The crystal
make
staff
use of
is
this.
being filled.
Good choice.
Duck orb, okay.
Ooh, exciting.
And now we'll sell. Seems like we barely get any use out of these things before it's time to sell them, but I'm sure that if I really, really wanted to, I could skip a town iteration of armor at some point. But
Come again.
at the same time, now we've got a bunch of objectives all becoming available at the same time, so it's likely that several towns that are all accessible now are selling comparable gear. Did you hear that the Prince of Attendant has a price on her head? Where could she have gone? Oh, I suppose I should go visit the plot people who rescued us way back when. But if they were ever here, they're no longer accessible. If I can't find them, I'm going to assume that they were, like, arrested for helping Angela. Which would be kind of dark. Oh, but this is them instead. Oh, Grandma, she's had her dinner, but she's forgotten. All my dinners is one person need. When's dinner? Yeah, they'll be upstairs, and there shouldn't be any indication that they remember us, probably. Oh, it's you. Did you come by to play with me? Oh, there is. Yay! Where do you want to play? The thought of Cheery has gained you a new ability. Oh, that's nice. Cheery Chain Ability. Stat decrease effect, time shortened by 50%. I wonder if that's specifically for Angela. Or I guess anybody can get this one. But yeah, this is... For Angela, this is like a homecoming. For anybody else, this would be... He's my only child, but I can't help getting a little overprotective. Okay, so we got more out of coming back to visiting them than I expected. Still, though, I'm curious. Oh, this would be the item seed. This would be the port. Oh, there's a treasure box here that we never found, apparently. Oh, and a little cactus. That would not have been here before, by the way. You found a little cactus. Find me 3 more times for a prize. So this place seems to be just sealed off. Oh no, only one entrance is sealed off. That's odd. Well, I might as well drop in this item seed. Got some candy. Interesting. Fascinating, Captain. If you go west to Frostbite Fields, you'll reach Castle Atena. I've heard that the mage guards are being sent on missions to other countries. That's the port. So to actually get out of here, we want to go this way. Now I'm curious about this treasure chest that we missed all that time ago, but it's not particularly important, so... I'm almost positive if we go to the castle, it'll just be a closed gate and no interaction, no plot, no dialogue, but let's try to get there anyway to see what happens. And I believe that the plot point where we pass out from cold and get transported to Alrant comes right around the point where we would have had a split and could have headed for the Frostbite Fields, which we don't. Well, not Frostbite Fields. That's where we are now. But the Cavern of Ice, like we can't visit that in the pre-whole chapter.
Once we're past the field, we'll be at the Labyrinth of Ice.
Losing feeling in my fingers already, but we can do this. The sword master in the world ain't gonna lose to a little snow.
Oh man!
So annoying. You wish.
That's the spirit.
Could drop Poto Oil? No, Cup of Wishes. But Poto Oil would be damn useful here. Or anywhere, really. They resist holy. I think they just resist magic in general.
Evil gate! Leave it to me, Wookiee! All right.
And again, the whole, like, area of effect and evasion gameplay mechanic makes some of these fights way easier.
I hope no guards show up while we're searching.
Well, she just doesn't want to have to kill her countrymen. It's nice and all, but... Couple wishes, okay. flashing up in the trees I thought might have been something we could actually interact with, but I think it was purely decorative. Well, whatever we explored of this place before is not explored anymore, unless... Aha, it is, actually. Interesting. Okay. So so now you can see it. It was at this point that the game kind of stopped us and teleported us away. Weird, though. It does look like we could have gone the way that we needed to get out. I was thinking that we never could access that area, but it looks like we could. It just was sealed up or something.
Watch out! All right. You wish. Let's hurry along.
I can kind of understand how none of them are excited to be exploring the Frozen Tundra. And I do remember this being one of the more irritating sections of game, playing it years ago. It just seemed like a place where it was really hard to figure out where you were supposed to go, and all sorts of like false paths that just led you to pointless battles.
Be careful. This could get ugly. You wish.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. Really close to Duran catching up in level temporarily to the others. Is it that I'm... Oh, treasure chest under, not over. Okay. Removal mask. So that's... Sounds like it's an item for, Carly. And it is a little better than what I just wasted good money on. Stop. Treat time. Ooh. And Duran completely stuck.
We can take this enemy.
This place would probably be easier with fire, but then the fireplace is going to be easier with water, so take your pick.
No time.
Oh. She just got swallowed before she could cast her spell.
You wish.
But she comes out and finishes her spell anyway. Report to my plan for special training, Duran. Oh, she's got training points that I just forgot to use? Okay, I guess I just forgot to use some points for her. Oh, there's a little cactus, so this is certainly worth exploring.
All right, clear your way.
Be gone.
Take
All right.
Okay.
Nothing.
You are nothing, enemies! I found a little cactus. I'm getting pretty close to an occasional 2x boost to experience. Luckily, that's to everybody, so we won't have people getting further out of whack. Like, it's not like Angela will get double experience and somebody else won't for the same battle.
This one is so annoying.
crosscut.
How's that?
cake. She seems to enjoy that one more than most of the rest of them. 2 more treasure chests to be found somewhere.
I don't have time for this. You wish.
Barely broke a sweat.
Okay, so if I want to check out what's going on with Altena, I need to be going this way. And as you can see, the enemies are definitely harder than they were before. So they gave you some weak enemies to fight in the intro chapter as Angela. Because this is, yeah, Angela would not have been able to handle these fights in the intro chapter.
I hope no guards show up while we're searching.
Candy Max. Well, I suppose I should have been selling candy periodically.
Here we go.
Here's some candy, Duran. Get some candy. Yeah, sorry, it's getting weird. All right. I'm wondering if we'll even get a plot scene here. If we'll just ignore it. We will just ignore it. Okay. So anyway, that's Angela's home. So we've made our way back there. We just can't do anything with it. We found a little cactus here, so it seems... And we found one in Alront, and we found one in the snowfield. It seems unlikely there's more than one in the same snowfield. Or the same dungeon. I don't know that for sure. Actually, we already even... No, damn it. Killed a whole bunch at once. Incredible.
Cold and uninviting as ever.
Incredible rage. She kills them all at once. Okay. We already got that treasure box, so... Doesn't seem to be a lot of point in prolonging this. Let's actually head for the dungeon.
Get out of my way before I break you.
And we got attack down, but we should all be immune to poison.
You know, I think I'm getting used to the cold.
Oh, you think I could live here, you know, later after we win the game and get married and have kids here, you think? Duran? Huh? That is a question, though. I mean, it's apparently people ship them, and they're supposed to be a couple. I haven't seen that much to suggest it. She actually seemed to flirt more with Hawk than with Duran. But she is the Princess of Altena. Presumably, when this adventure's over, she has to come back. Duran, a knight of Valsena, might have a little more flexibility about where he goes. What will the future hold for these two young lovebirds? Probably one or two really vague hints in story scenes, and that's about it. But I guess we'll find out a little bit more, but probably not next time. See you then.